Hey everybody, in today's video we are going to talk about, do lectins cause autoimmune disease? Now, I used to think this, and you know what? Lectins do not cause autoimmune disease. And let me explain why. Because if you don't understand this simple basic logic, you can't get better. We are all humans. We are all designed to operate the same way. I know exactly how to fix you. I just got to get some crap out of your head because there's a lot of holistic nonsense in that I got to knock out of your head. So lectins. A lot of people go, oh, I feel so much better. I took lectins out of my diet, and they've done it for years. But they still have digestive issues. They still can't eat like a normal person. If lectins truly caused autoimmune disease, you could take this out of your diet and you would be cured. But that's not the case. Why are there people who eat they eat lectins, they shovel lectins into their mouth 3 meals a day, every single day for their whole entire life, and they don't develop autoimmune diseases? If that isn't enough proof for you, I don't know what is. So I'm going to explain a little bit in more detail what is actually going on with your autoimmune disease, because there's this belief that these lectins are leaking into our gut and leaking into the bloodstream, and then they just so happen to bypass all the other organs and give you brain fog or give you eczema. It's such a ridiculous thing to believe. It literally makes me want to scream. Why does someone have eczema on this side of the brain, on this side of the body, and not this side? And then they blame lectins. It would be every time you ate beans, there would be random rashes all over the place every single time if the leaky gut theory had any sort of validity. So what is a lectin? Let's first determine what that is before we start making a bunch of crap up, like the holistic community. Let's make this up, let's make that up, because it kind of makes sense, but even though the data never adds up and it's true 50% of the time. If you want to be logical, guys, you can't make conclusions off of shit that's only right 50% of the time. It's just stupid. What is true 100% of the time? I don't care about your dumb theories. I want to know the laws. I want to know what's true 100% of the time. And lectins are a protein that bind to carbohydrates. So essentially what they are, it's protein in a storage form. Why are legumes high in lectins? They're high in this anti-nutrient. Guys, they aren't an anti-nutrient. They are a preservative. Think about how cool beans are. They are the most nutrient. Oh my God, I know your guys' heads are about to explode, especially if you're part of the carnivore community or the keto community. Beans and legumes are the most nutrient-dense plant foods. That's why we tell the not so smart vegans to eat beans and lentils, because they have that extra amount of protein in it that they so desperately need. It is protein in storage form. That is all it is. Think about all the other foods that are out there, and beans and grains and nuts. They can be stored for years. It's really they are really an amazing food. They have their own natural preservative. They don't really need to be fermented or all this other stuff to be stored for a long period of time. So we can eat them throughout the whole winter. Back before the refrigerator existed, back before packaging existed. So lectins are a good thing. Yummy, lectins. It's protein in storage form. If I cook it, the lectins get deactivated. It's really that simple. That is it. That is all that's going on. And so the other thing we have to understand is, what is disease? And so when we look at what disease really is from a German New Medicine perspective, so let's say someone has eczema on this arm. Then they're going to have a ring right about here every single time. If it's on this side, the ring's going to be here. Boom. Every single time. If they don't have eczema, there's not going to be a ring there. That tells us, if this doesn't register, I don't know, you need to be hit upside your head. That means that disease is controlled from our brain. And it's not a disease. It is a significant biological special program designed to help us survive, to adapt to a conflict shock, a stressful situation that caught us off guard. So instead of blaming lectins, instead of blaming extra protein, oh my God, like literally, how stupid do you have to be? I used to be this stupid, guys. I'm making fun of myself. Oh my God, protein, it's causing my disease. Like, you sound like an idiot, and you are an idiot. I used to be the same way, guys, but we need to change. Don't be afraid of protein. Tell all the carnivore guys to shut up. Like, it's really stupid. We've been eating, there are cultures, you look like, all these carnivore diets, they're quoting Weston A. Price. Oh, they're so healthy. They only ate meat and dairy. Bullshit. They were eating starches with every single meal. Every single meal they were eating starches. And guess what? Your beloved Maasai tribe that only had blood and dairy and meat and organ meats and liver, guess what? They were eating beans with just about every single meal. They were eating lectins every single meal. So guys, your autoimmune disease was caused by a traumatic event that caught you off guard, and if you're still having symptoms today, it is still haunting you to this day. So stop blaming food. I understand you might be reacting to food because you're afraid of your own shadow and you're afraid of protein because of all this holistic nonsense, but you can get better. You have to find the stressful situation that put your gut into overdrive, that put your thyroid into overdrive, that put your skin into overdrive, whatever autoimmune disease that you might be suffering from. Fully resolve the conflict, stop blaming food, understand what your body is doing. The true therapy is in the knowledge and understanding what your body is doing. Like, most of the time, the person's conflict is the symptoms themselves. So that's what we need to do to get better, guys. So if you want to work with me, I have a few different options. I have the Rapid Gut Healing Program, which I'm going to up the price soon. I'm going to redo the webinar soon and up the price. And I'm also doing one-on-one coaching, and you can apply to work with me. The links are all down in the description. But guys, good luck healing your autoimmune disease, and stop being afraid of nutrients. It is stupid. Okay? Find the conflict and stop being afraid of nutrients, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.